My name is Victoria, and today we're going to hike around my backyard. So first we have this wood pile over here, and I can see a lot of the lichens on the wood pile. There's also a lot of bugs in here and sometimes snakes. Here we can see a web that a spider made. This wood pile is the environment, or I guess it's the habitat where the organisms live and where it helps them adapt. We have some different types of flowers over here. I have perennial and annual flowers in my backyard. So, and then down here I have this field. I see a lot of deer down here. Deer and rabbits and all different types of animals. I think they go down there to hunt for food and to look for food. So, and then back here, down here in my woods, I have a lot of rocks that I find. Most of them are limestone, which is common around this area. Like that. It's like fossilized limestone. There's a lot of different rocks around here. Yeah. Sometimes there's dead animals down there, and they just decompose into the ground and create nutrients for the soil. Some more of this. Over here, we always have bees over here on our shed. And I see them pollinating the flowers in our yard. I think we have pollinating bees and carpenter bees around over here. We have some of these flowers. On a lot of the trees back here, you can see these lichens that are on the branch of the trees. Those are on almost every tree in my backyard. Like, that's just a branch, but here's the one that's growing, and it actually has it on it too. A lot of these that are lining my backyard are just small, like twiggy looking. But then I have these big trees in my backyard that are, you know, like what you would think of as a typical tree. Oh, on this one I have moss. It's interesting. There's some moss growing on these. Yeah. There's some bugs living on this tree. So the bugs probably use the tree to live, but they don't harm the tree. So it would be a mutualistic relationship, or yeah, I guess so. Some more moss and lichen. Over here by our garage, I sometimes see some snakes. They like to live in there. They also really like the woodpile habitat area. So, yeah. An example of some annual and perennial flowers. So I planted this one this year, and so it has this, so you can tell, tells you it's an annual. So it tells you how to care for it. So, yeah. A lot of my perennials have died already this year. Like, I had these, but they died. A few of these are still alive, but some of those. The bees like to come over here by these flowers as well. And then I see a lot of worms over here too. I think they like this dirt, especially when after it rains a little. I don't have a lake or pond at my house, but I do have this little fountain. We drained it, but sometimes there's a community of tadpoles that live in there. And I think that they like the water. They thrive in the water, so they tend to stay in that pond. I'm not sure if any have ever become frogs or not. I haven't really studied them that hard, but yeah. We have this tree right here. We have pine cones on it. And then all these trees, their seeds blow in the wind, and they can pollinate all throughout. So all these trees that you see back here, when we first moved here, they were not there. A lot of them are honeysuckles, so I think either like the deer eat them, and then when their waste gets in the ground, the seeds from what they ate grow, or the seeds blow in the wind to a different location and then they'll grow right there. We have a lot of acorns in our trees also. Like this tree produces acorns, and that causes a lot of squirrels to come. So that's another relationship is between the acorn trees and the squirrels. So I have a lot of nature in my backyard and a lot of relationships between animals and plants, and yeah, so that's basically my backyard.